Hi truth seekers, this is Avril with your messages for today. If this reading resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. All my readings are timeless, cross-watchers are welcomed. And remember, there's no gender in tarot and the roles can be reversed. Let's get started. Spirits and angels, please show me clear, accurate, direct, important, and urgent messages for my truth seekers for today, please. Wait, I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel for you. It means stepping outside of my comfort zone. But it's time. I know it's taken me a while. I do know what you need, and I want to do this right. Please wait for me. I will do things right between us when I come forward to you. That's a message from the person that's on your mind, truth seekers. Spirits and angels, please show me the messages for today. For my truth seekers, please. What does my truth seekers need to hear today? Truth seekers, there is someone in your past, someone that's on your mind, and this person is realizing that their behavior, their ignorance led to where they are now. They are realizing that their folly has caused them to be where they are now. They are realizing that at the time when they were dealing with you, they really didn't have the experience that they thought they had. This person is having some realizations. They are now realizing that they were naive when they were in this relationship with you. This person thought that they knew what made a relationship work, but now, today, they are thinking and they are realizing that they really don't know as much as they thought they knew. This person is feeling today like they wish that they knew then what they know now. They are realizing that they were naive, and when they thought that they were doing well in the relationship with you and you were just being fussy for no reason, they are now realizing that they were actually bringing a lot of chaos into your life, and they are realizing that they were actually behaving very reckless, which they probably weren't able to see at the time. They thought at the time that you were probably just being, fussy. Yeah. So it's a lot of realization going on here. They're seeing how they behaved for the first time. They are realizing that they did not show up for you in a way that was healthy, but they didn't realize at the time how much their behavior was affecting you, and they didn't realize at the time how toxic they were behaving. In the past, you feel like this person I'm seeing here strongly that you feel like they had too many friends and too many unhealthy attachments, just people around them who were not good for the relationship, and those people could have taken the time away from you and the attention away from you. I'm seeing here that this person had maybe friends or close family members that they were spending too much time with. It was too much socializing that caused them to not make time for you. It's like when they're supposed to be spending time with you, when they're supposed to be giving to the relationship, they could have been hanging out with their friends and, oh, I need to, go here with my sister. I told my brother I was coming, that type of thing. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to come tonight because I told my friend that I was gonna come to a party and stuff like that. And they ended up putting off a lot of the things that were important in order to make the relationship work. This person left you feeling lonely a lot of the times when you wanted them to be with you. They left you no choice but to be in isolation. And the way they were behaving, reckless, they were behaving as if they were 5 years old. They weren't behaving like they were a grown-up. They were gossiping about people, just always talking about other people. When they came around you and you wanted to talk about things that were important, they wanted to talk about their friends and their, what's happening and the party last night. And you realized that this person never made you a priority in the past. This person in the past also cheated. Yeah, because they exposed themselves to the wrong crowd, so there was always temptation. Yeah, and they like to talk about people and talk about the next party and what happened at the party last night, and just nothing of any substance, when it comes on to talking about things that were important, talking about commitment, talking about how they're behaving, how they can improve, how they can evolve to show up for you in a way that you need. They didn't have the time to have the hard conversations. And they are now realizing how they behaved. It looks here like whatever friend circle they were in, whatever social events, family members, all these people that they were so taken up with, why they were too busy. It feels like these people are no longer in the picture. This person is alone. And now they're realizing that it wasn't worth it. They're now realizing that all these people did was waste their time. And they are realizing that they behaved like a 5-year-old. They behaved like a child. They were immature and reckless. They feel like the way you are as a person, truth seeker, they feel like you inspire them because they are looking back at how stable you were throughout the chaos that they brought into your life. They're looking back at how you kept working. You stayed on schedule. You did not allow them to come in and turn everything about your life upside down. Maybe they messed with your emotions, but you did not allow them to wreck your life with their foolishness. So they are looking at you now like, they're inspired by you. They feel motivated by how you are. And they want something romantic with you. They want to act mature now. They want to show you that they can be mature. Yeah, they want to come in and flirt with you. They want to give you this great news that I'm not immature anymore. I'm, I see things your way now. I see how I was behaving. I see what you were saying. They want to come in and tell you the things that you want to hear. They're hoping to get you to a point where your emotions will cloud your rationality, your judgment of your, rationality. They want to tell you things to make you start feeling for them again and cause your head to get cloudy, so that you will not be able to think straight and you will react and, fall back into them. Because they're afraid that you're losing whatever feelings you had for them. They're afraid that you no longer want them or love them the way you do. Yeah. This person is afraid that you don't see them the way you used to. Yeah. They feel like if they try to talk to you, you're just going to be moody and they could even feel like you're moving on with someone else. It's like you have no interest in them whatsoever. Truth seekers, I feel like some of you could have received some not so pleasant news recently, or it's coming in. You feel like you've been abused by people. You feel like people are taking you for granted or have taken you for granted in the past. And it's like everything is now coming together. It's like you're looking at everyone and you're realizing that, why are people always taking me for granted? This has to stop. It's almost as if you heard something or someone said something to you that was not so pleasant, and that sparked you thinking about how people treat you. If you have not recently felt like this is how you're gonna feel. You're going to have a realization that people are taking you for granted. And you're going to start pulling away. There's someone here who could be envious of you, truth seeker, and they could be in your ears telling you things to make you feel bad, to make you feel like people don't mean you well. They want you to feel like people don't like you. Be careful with that. A lot of you could have had this very sweet, innocent way about you, just very trusting, very loving, very giving, wanting to believe the best in everyone. And I feel like you're losing that. You're starting to realize that this innocence of yours, it's not working in your favor. You're starting to realize that you need to open your eyes and stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. You're starting to realize that you need to let people earn your trust and your love. Some of you feel bored with your life. You feel like there's nothing going on. You're not dating. You just go to work, go home. But truth seekers, that's a great time for you to practice self-love. It's a great time for you to get to know yourself and figure out what it is that you really want in a partner when you're alone, before anyone comes around and starts pursuing you. It's a great time if you're alone to figure out what it is that you really want and to do the necessary work on yourself so that you're not making the same mistakes in your next relationship, and to also take care of yourself. This person that's on your mind, you feel like there's no balance, dealing with them. You feel like it's not a 50-50 situation. You could feel like you're always giving more than you're always giving more than you're receiving. This person does not reciprocate your efforts. You feel like there's a lot of arguing. You feel like they don't make time for you. You feel like it's unrequited love. It's too many disagreements and fussing and fighting and conflicts, and you feel like you guys break up a lot and then make up, and then you think you're getting somewhere and they do the same thing again and you guys have to break up again. If this person is currently seeing someone else with the Devil card, the situation is that there's temptation. Your person feels like the third party is being tempted by someone outside of the relationship. They could feel like your person is drinking. They could feel like your person could feel like the third party has addictions to someone else, maybe an ex of theirs, or they could feel like they are addicted to drugs or drinking and it's causing problems. Your person feels like the third party, this situation that they're in with the third party could just be all about what the third party can get. They don't feel like the third party is showing up genuinely for them. They feel like the third party is in the situation for what they can get, whether it's material things or sex. They feel like the third party is also cheating and lying. And they could feel like the third party is being violent with them. The third party is arguing a lot and could want to get physical with them, and they don't like it. They feel like the third party is cheating on them and they can't approach them, they can't confront them because it's going to turn into World War III. A huge fight. The person that's on your mind, they have failure coming in. And it has to do with the other relationship that they're in, the relationship that they're in with the third party. It looks like it's about to fail. That relationship is about to fail. Your person is about to get hurt. I feel like they're already hurting because of how the third party is treating them. But I feel like there's something bigger coming in, like there's gonna be a tower moment that's gonna tear the whole thing down. And your person is going to probably experience some kind of loss. I feel like this could even be happening right now and you don't know. Your person is experiencing loss in this relationship. Or they could feel like they're losing a lot, but the tower moment is here. It's coming in. They feel like the third party has made a lot of broken promises to them. The third party told them that they would do things or show up in a certain way and they didn't. And your person feels defeated. They feel like the third party is taking advantage of them. So the third party is feeling like your person does not know what they're doing. They don't feel like your person would be a good parent. They don't feel like your person would be a good spouse, or if they're married, they don't feel like your person is a good spouse or a good parent if they have children. They feel like your person is very impulsive. They feel like your person is very overbearing and very arrogant. And if they are married to your person or have children with your person, they feel like your person is a terrible wife or husband. They feel like your person is a terrible mother or father. So I feel like this person, they're coming back around to you. Yeah, they're coming back around to you because everything in their relationship with the third party is going downhill. Nothing is working. And when they come back, it's gonna cause you to feel overwhelmed. You know, you could feel like the situation is messing with your head a little bit. It could even mess with your self-esteem because you probably will be afraid of what people will say. And I feel like the moment they come around, they're gonna be jealous, wanting to know what you've been doing. You know, if you're seeing anybody, they're gonna come in like overbearing, like a bully. The same way how the third party sees them, that's how they're gonna come in and behave, jealous, like this whole time when you guys were separated, like they still owned you even though they had someone else. You know, they're gonna come in jealous, demanding to know what you've been doing, you know, just overbearing and being manipulative and acting like, you know, they're in your life again and everybody else needs to get out. But I don't feel like things are gonna go the way they expect with you, truth seekers, because you're still very angry and you still have a fear of this person's recklessness. You still have a fear of their level of immaturity. So I don't feel like they're gonna get anywhere with you. I don't feel like they're gonna get anywhere with you, especially if they come in acting like nothing happened and they still own you. If they come in with any kind of arrogance or manipulation or any kind of jealousy, they're not gonna get anywhere with you, because the only thing that's gonna do is remind you of how they behaved in the past and you're gonna shut it down. Yeah. You know, in the past they allowed distractions to hurt the relationship. This person could have heeded to temptations. They were always too busy for you with friends and family members and siblings and cousins and co-workers and neighbors. Always busy and always kept you waiting. But now they are not happy with the person that they're with, and I feel like for a lot of you, the person that's on your mind, they look at your pictures a lot and they have a lot of regrets. Even if they have pictures with you and them together, they look at those pictures a lot and they're feeling a lot of regret, and they are thinking about the good times. They reminisce a lot about when they were with you, and they're truly missing you. They're constantly looking at your pictures and remembering the good times. You know, if they could tell you anything, they would want to say to you that they want to fix this relationship because they're not happy. They want to talk to you. This person is wishing that they could just call you and talk to you the way you guys would talk, you know, when things were good. They want to hear your voice. But they feel like you might feel like you need more time to think, like you need space, and you might not be open to them just yet, and that's what they're afraid of. Truth seekers, if you are currently seeing someone, dating someone, You're feeling like even if you would want to give your ex another chance, if they come back around, you can't reverse the situation. You're already seeing someone else. You're unable to go back and to make the change. But for some reason, secretly, you're not telling this to anyone, maybe just your best friend or your sibling or the person who is closest to you. You're secretly feeling like your current person is a little bit selfish and they play the victim a lot, especially when they're wrong. You feel like there's a little bit of betrayal here coming from your current person. And so it's causing you to feel a little bit trapped, because if your ex comes back around, you feel like you might not be so happy with your current person, but you wouldn't be able to get out of the situation if you wanted to go back to your ex. You feel like you're making a lot of sacrifices to make this current relationship work, and you're not satisfied with how your current person is acting. You're starting to feel a little bit unhappy with the situation and a little bit trapped. You feel restrained in this situation, especially if you would want to sit down with your ex and talk, have a conversation. This current person could be in your way, and you're feeling like, they are a little bit selfish. The way they behave towards you is a little bit selfish. You could even feel like you try to point this out to them, but there's a resistance to accept the change that they need to make. You just feel like they're constantly repeating the same things that you dislike so much that you talk to them about. You feel like it's starting to get old, like the relationship is becoming stagnant. You feel tired of talking about the same things over and over, and you feel like this person is not making the changes that you want them to make. This is your current person. You feel like they have a fear of making the changes that they need to make in order for this relationship to work. With your current person, truth seekers, a lot of you could be thinking about ending things, like you want a new beginning or you want to be alone. Yeah. You see them as your current person, you see them as having excessive behaviors that you don't like. And I feel like there are a lot of things that they want to do to make this right, but they're just daydreaming. They're not taking action. I feel like your current person, they have a lot of things that they could want to do to correct the situation, but all they're doing is talk and daydream. They're not actually taking action. They have these fantasies and these desires. But truth seekers, I'm seeing here that your current person could have another option. This is not for everyone. And that's what's causing them to not invest into this relationship the way you want them to. You could even suspect this. Even if they're not involved with someone yet, they are entertaining other people, and there is a temptation here very strongly. There is someone else that they have their eyes on. There's someone that's a temptation to them, and that is why you can feel them pulling away. That is why you feel like they keep repeating the same mistakes, because for a few of you, this person is really not focused on anything that you say you want. There's a distraction here. There's someone else that's taking their attention. You think that they're hearing you, but they're not. This person is not willing to learn. I feel like they could have made some mistakes in the past with you or with the people in their past, and they're getting ready to make the same mistake again. Your current person, either they could have cheated on you before and lost you and then did everything to get you back, or they could have done that with people in their past. They cheated on people that they truly loved and they lost them, and they tried to get them back and they couldn't, and it looks like they're about to make the same mistake again. This person is very strong-headed. They feel like you're not dedicated to them anymore because of how they're behaving. They feel you pulling away. They feel like this relationship is slowly becoming stagnant, but I don't think that they're seeing just yet that they are the problem. I don't know why this person feels this way, but they feel like you have poor work ethics. That could never be for a lot of you. My truth seekers are hardworking people. For a very few of you, the current person that you're seeing, they feel like you have poor work ethics, like you show up late. You don't want to go to work on time. You always call out. You just are slacking when it comes to your job. Like they could even feel like you're lazy. That's not for everyone. So what Spirit wants to tell you is that you need to say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. There's a fresh start. A lot of you, if you're not ready to have a child, take the necessary precautions, because pregnancy is very strong right here. You are being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. So these two cards confirm each other. The first one is asking you to say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. And the second card is telling you that you will be given a fresh start. So be open to it. What's affecting you, truth seekers, is that you could be closed-minded. You could be unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas. And Spirit wants you to be open. Whether this is work-related or in your dating life, it could be a situation where if your past person did not make you happy and your current person is causing you to have doubts, you might need to be open to seeing other people. If you're unhappy with your job, you might need to be open, with working somewhere else, applying for new jobs. If you hate, and if for those of you who your current person feels like you have poor work ethics, that could be because you hate your job, like you're just barely showing up. So if that's the case, you might need to just try to find a job that you like. Spirit wants you to manage your money yourself, because independence guarantees security. So don't let anyone handle your money, but also when it comes on to your responsibilities, Spirit wants you to put your shoulder to the wheel, to stand on your own and to take care of things by yourself. Because with your independence, you're going to have guaranteed security. They don't want you to be dependent on other people. Okay. Financial advice or career advice: be careful in making decisions with your finances. Prioritize your needs over your wants, as it affects the harmony in your cash flow. And general advice for you today, truth seekers: sometimes walking away is the only option. Not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know that you deserve better. I want to take that advice for myself. I feel like I needed to hear that. My truth seekers, this has been your reading for today. If this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, truth seekers. See you in the next video. Bye.